tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason. So it's important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if we see them again. The stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. For the Portland Trail Blazers, they won their last contest, that game against Miami. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. And it's Barnes in for Andre Iguodala. Ed Davis is checked in for the Trail Blazers. Freak comes in for Leonard. On the floor for Portland, Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Freak is out there with Aminu, and it's Davis at the 5 down low.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Guys, you gotta love the versatility of Klay Thompson. He provides so much at that 2-guard position.
Well, he can defend 3 positions, Kevin, and offensively, he does everything you want done from the 2-guard spot. He can play with or without the ball.
Curry against Lillard. Curry dishes to Ezeli. Rejected by Murphy. Curry against Lillard. There's a screen. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closely. Dishes to Davis. Baseline jumper. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Portland.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Move the ball. Stick it to
A 3 from McCollum. They get it back. And Davis throws it down.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Portland also making some changes. Harkless comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Crabbe subbed in for Damian Lillard. Davis kicks to Crabbe. Here's Harkless. It's rebounded by Livingston.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum with the ball. 7 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Here's the screen. Shot from free throw range. Can't hit.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Trailblazers lead by 10. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And Steph Curry, a player with in the gym range, told us about his comfort. I was going to say, Greg, how big must that... Ezeli's checked in for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in for Maurice Spates. Barnes, who's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Stephen Curry in for Klay Thompson. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Ed Davis is checked in for Myers Leonard. Aminu comes in for Harkless. Freaks checked in for Crabb. And Damian Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Barnes and Green of the forward set. Steph Curry is out there with Livingston. And it's Ezeli in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat provided a nice lift. He finished with 8 points and did a lot of his work from the charity stripe, getting to the foul line over and over. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him. Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. And guys, I would have to say one of the most underrated defensive players in the NBA, Draymond Green. Might not be the case anymore after coming in second in the Defensive Player of the Year voting last year.
Yep, he might not look the part. You know, undersized, but you talk to the scouts and the stat geeks, they'll tell you he's one of the best in the game defensively.
And for Green, long arms, great anticipation. We talk about the IQ. Also the willingness to absorb contact. All part of what makes him special on the defensive end of the floor. And, you know, now we have all these analytics. And if you look at all the advanced measures for defense, Draymond Green is one of the best in our game. I mean, and teams are better able to measure now defense with player tracking and the cameras. So I think that helped Green when the time came for him to sign his contract.
Tell you what, man, it looks as though the light has officially gone on for Ed Davis. I mean, he drifted around a bit over his first 5 seasons, but he made real strides last year.
Curry. And Damian Lillard pulls it down.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of. The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Going back to Ed Davis, his rebounds, field goal percentage were way up last year. He's finally developed the strength to anchor inside, and Greg, the skill set to convert scoring opportunities as well.
And Kevin, you can see his confidence growing. He just needs to keep at it to reach his full potential.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Ezeli kicks to Curry. Green, the screen. Curry passes to Ezeli. They get it again.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Plumlee kicks to Aminu. The dish to Davis. The fader cannot hit. So Golden State will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Lillard. And it's 6 points for Freak.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
The Warriors shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight, and the first one comes. And so that brings the first half to a close. Trailblazers out in front, up 6. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break. Spates comes in for Andrew Bogut. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And a switch here also for Portland. Murphy's checked in on the court for the Trailblazers. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Plumlee out there with Aminu. And it's Murphy in at the 3 slot.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
Iguodala with the steal. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And Portland making a change here. Henderson's checked in.
And guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skills. And bit by bit, though, he refined his game over the years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last 5.
Warriors trail by 5. Here is Livingston. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. He was all alone on that one. And that's 13 points for Draymond Green.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Partner, that's assuming they can continue that hot shooting. But if they do, and especially if they can get a few stops, you have to think they'll make this thing interesting. And the road back into this game wasn't a short one, but they've managed to make it all the way back and tie this thing up.
And, Greg, I've got to admit to you, I did not think they were going to get all the way back. I thought they were done. But they've shown some serious resilience and character to battle this far back.
Here is Livingston, covered by Lillard. Green kicks to Iguodala. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he had been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every